Chapter 4, Close Shaves. Mittens and Whiskers crept along the darkened hospital corridors, ghosts melting from one patch of shadow to the next. Their disguises, crumpled white sheets hastily fashioned into toga-like robes, billowed eerily behind them. A giggle escaped Whiskers at how absurd they must look. SSH. Hissed Mittens, swatting his arm. Do you want Anagi to hear? As if on cue, the faint snap of heels echoed from around the corner. Anagi's approaching silhouette stretched tall against the walls. Mittens froze in panic, but Whiskers seized her paw and darted behind the nearest potted plant just in time. They crouched trembling, hardly daring to breathe as Anagi swept by mere inches away. The nurse paused, eyes narrowed suspiciously into the gloom. For a heart-stopping moment, Mittens was sure they'd been discovered. But then Anagi clicked her tongue and strode onward, muttering about shadows playing tricks in the lamplight. The cat slumped in relief once she vanished from sight. Too close. Mittens wheezed softly. We'll never make it at this rate. Whiskers scratched his chin thoughtfully. I may have an idea. Follow me, and keep quiet. He crept from cover and began prowling down the corridor, tail held high and gait exaggeratedly predatory. Mittens blinked in confusion until she realized Whiskers was pretending to be a stray. With paws tucked and back low, she stalked along in his wake, meowing plaintively. Their performance was convincing. Any nurses now avoided their path wide-eyed, shooing the strays away gently. Mittens was impressed Whiskers' ingenious act was helping them avoid notice altogether. Buoyed by this success, they dodged another near miss with Anagi and redoubled their pace toward Eleanor's room at last. Slipping through the open door, they were greeted by a gut-wrenching sight. Eleanor lay pale and still as death, skin drawn thinly over protruding bones. An oxygen mask fogged with each labored breath. A teary-eyed nurse attended in drip, shaking her head hopelessly. A cry escaped Mittens at the shocking change. Whiskers flung off his disguise and leapt onto the bed, nuzzling Eleanor's cold cheek with a mournful wail. Mittens joined him, wrapping herself protectively around Eleanor's wrist to feel her fluttering pulse. Please don't leave us. As if sensing their presence, Eleanor's eyelids fluttered weakly open. My darlings, you came, she rasped beneath the mask. I knew your love would find a way. Mittens licked her hand, tears flowing freely. We had to save you, Eleanor, no matter what. Whiskers nodded fervently in agreement. A ghost of a smile touched Eleanor's cracked lips. Then my final moments shall be the happiest, with you both here beside me. But I do not think, this night, will be my last. For where there is life, there is hope. And your hope, my dearest friends, gives me strength to cling yet to this tired old life of mine. Her words filled Mittens with fresh determination. As long as Eleanor still believed, so would she. Pressing close, she began to softly purr their special song of healing and comfort. Whiskers joined in, sweet voices, giving Eleanor an anchor in the dark. Somewhere beyond the doorway, a nurse hesitated, tugged by an unknown emotion.